Universal Mental Health Chats, and I'm back. And I'm back on speaking about the topic that's very sensitive for a lot of people. And the topic, as you know, is sexual assault. And we've had 3 amazing speakers. And today I am very excited to introduce an amazing lady to you. Her name is Claire Bloor, and she is the CEO of 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗀𝘀𝗲. Hello, Claire. How are you?
Hi, Claire. How are you doing?
I'm very, very well, thank you. Can I just ask you something that's really worrying me since starting this conversation is the fact, I mean, Bristol is a massive city compared to a lot of places. It's one of the biggest cities in the UK, but to have 1 rape every 2.5 hours is actually worrying me. It's like, goodness, I was not aware of that. So if somebody is raped, what are the best steps? Because they really should go to the police quite quickly, because after a certain time, there's no proof, is there?
Yeah. So I think it's a sexual assault. So the spectrum of sexual violence is obviously quite a big one. So the stats around rape and sexual assault, both times it can be really useful to, if people want to, I mean, we really feel strongly that you need to try and give power back to the usually woman in terms of the stats that's experienced the rape or sexual abuse. And so we never put any pressure on people to go to the police. But if something does happen, there is the sexual assault referral clinics. And again, they're all over England and Wales, and they are the place to go for the forensic support. So they're brilliant. They've got a really good, you can call, they've got a 24-hour helpline. You can give them a call and they will talk you through that process. And it's a really, you know, these organizations are brilliant, the sexual assault referral clinics, because they will really support people through that process, because it's a difficult, understandably difficult process. And then also, I mean, if someone's ready to call the police, do call the police. You've got kind of an 8-day window for that forensic support, but they will also, the sexual assault referral clinics will still see you post that time and talk you through it and discuss it with you and help you collect any evidence that might be relevant. But it is quite difficult, and I think the feeling of wanting to go to the police when you see how very irregularly, it's, you know, 2.5% of rape cases get prosecuted. It's difficult, I think, for people, because they're not sure they're going to be believed, and they do feel like they're then being put on the spot. And while it can be brilliant when it works and great when justice is served, it also can feel like a massive thing. So I think one of the things I would say as someone supporting someone who's experienced rape or abuse is let people know what the options are, but don't put on any pressure around what to do next, because it might not be the right thing for that person or their family, or
definitely. And it's every situation, and it's so difficult to prove. You know, it's
absolutely
so difficult to prove, and it's also looking after the mental health of the person who has been abused, because it's not going to happen overnight. They're not just going to go into jail the next day. It's going to be a long process and a lot of interrogation, which is very, very difficult for some.
And the burden of proof is on the victim or survivor. So I think that's, you know, it's really huge, but it can be brilliant, and the police can be absolutely amazing in terms of supporting survivors. We have so many cases where the police have been incredible, who've totally had the back of the survivor that they're working with, really, in terms of making sure that they know every step of the way what that process will look like and what the next steps are. They've been brilliant, but still the prosecution rate is so small because it's often 2 people in a room and really difficult to prove. Yeah. Thank you so much, Claire. Lovely to talk to you.
Lovely to hear your views, and well done for all the hard work you're doing to help.
Oh, thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.